Okay guys, so for this recipe you're going to need 500 ml of full fat milk. Fanta or Mirinda, whichever is available in your nearby grocery stores. Then you're going to need 2 to 3 sachets of sugar, powdered sugar or any regular sugar, and 3 personalized cups of vanilla ice cream. And now let's begin the process. So let's scoop out the vanilla ice cream in a bigger bowl. And then let's add some sugar. I'm just going to add 2 sachets as of now. If I need more, then I'll add, but I think 2 sachets should suffice. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the milk. I'm not adding the whole amount because it will become a mess while mixing it up. So for now, let's just add a little bit and then give it a nice stir and mix it till all of the ice cream and the milk gets mixed in together and it becomes one with each other. Also guys, remember that the milk that I am using for this recipe is raw milk. Please do not use boiled milk as the taste will change drastically. So always remember, whenever you're making this recipe, you have to use raw milk. Now that the milk and the ice cream is one with each other, let's add the rest of the milk and give it a quick stir, and then we are going to cover it up and keep it in the fridge for the next 2 hours. If you wish, you can keep it even longer, but 2 hours should do the job. After 2 hours, look at it. It's nice and frothy, and just let's give it a stir and look at it. It's so nice and creamy. Okay guys, so it's perfect. So now I'm just going to use a ladle and fill my small cup, because my flute glass in which I want it finally to go in, has a very small mouth. So just so that I don't make a mess, I'm pouring it into this glass and then I'm going to transfer it into my flute glass. And guys, now it's time to add the Fanta and Mirinda into the milk, and it will look absolutely magical. And guys, if you're worried of adding this kind of soda into the milk, then don't be. It is just like having ice cream float, but it's even delicious. It's even more refreshing. And now guys, let's just garnish it with a slice of orange, and our welcome drink Sunset Mist is ready. The ingredients for this recipe, you're going to need mayonnaise, some mustard, salt and pepper, dried Italian herbs, chili flakes, grated white onion, red pepper sauce, some chives, cherry tomatoes, parsley, and slice of cheese. And of course, eggs. I have taken 4 hard-boiled eggs. You can take as many as you like. Now take the egg and split it into half. Do the same for the rest of the eggs. With the help of the spoon, scoop out the yolk of the eggs into the bowl. Again, do the same for the rest. And with the help of a fork, just mash the egg yolks. To this, add about a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a teaspoon of mustard, a teaspoon of grated onion, about a tablespoon of dried herbs, which consist of oregano, parsley and basil, a pinch of red chili flakes. You can add less or more, a teaspoon of red pepper sauce, some pepper, and some salt. And now, last but not the least, I am adding about a teaspoon of chives. Now mix all the ingredients together. Let the flavors marry each other. And we are going to make this into a paste. And our paste is ready. Just scoop it up and land it on top of the egg. Now for the garnishing, I am taking a cherry tomato and splitting it into half and putting it on top of the yolk. This adds a very beautiful texture, like a crunch, and there is an explosion in your mouth of flavors. Also, a little bit of parsley. You can add cilantro, which is dhania, and a small piece of cheese. This gives a very interesting texture to the egg. And we are done. Just follow the steps for the rest of the eggs. Wow, that does look mouth-watering. So for the white sauce, you need milk, butter, all-purpose flour. Now this has to be in equal proportion. You're also going to need a little bit of cheese. Now this gives that cheesy flavor, but this is actually optional. If you don't want, no need to put. See what I've done over here. I've taken bay leaves, 2 bay leaves. I've pierced them with cloves, that is long, in between an onion. So this, you can just chop the onion and take the other cloves and the bay leaves and throw it in the sauce, but it becomes tough to remove. So this is very mess free. And you're also going to need black pepper and salt. Now looking at the pasta, I have taken penne pasta. The way I have boiled the penne pasta is I've taken a lot of water, I've boiled the water, I've added enough salt so that it tastes like sea water, and then I've boiled this pasta for about 12 to 13 minutes. Now this is almost al dente. If you want, you can prolong the amount of time the pasta is in the water according to your liking. You're also going to need bell pepper, olives, onions, basil leaves, nutmeg, which is jaifal, and finely diced garlic, along with some mixed herbs and some chili flakes. So let's start with the process of making our sauce first. In a pot, I'm going to add the milk, and I'm going to just throw this in here. This is what is going to give that taste. So we're going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. So as you see, our milk is simmering and it's about to come to a boil, so I'm going to turn off the flame before it does so, and I am going to remove and keep it aside as it is till the time it comes to room temperature. Meanwhile, let's start working on the veggies for the pasta. So now I've heated up a pan, I've added a little bit of olive oil in it. Now we just need to add the onions and the capsicum. So our onions are a little translucent. It took about 2 minutes for me to get to this point. Now we are going to add the grated garlic, and we're going to saute this for just about a minute. So the garlic has also been cooked for a minute, and I'm going to now add the olives. We are going to cook this for about a minute, not more than a minute. So this is being ready. We are going to keep this aside and we're going to start working on our sauce. For that, what we need to add is the butter. We're going to let this butter melt, and to this butter we are going to add the all-purpose flour. I've taken about 2 tablespoons of butter, so you are going to need 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Now this whisking part and mixing of butter with all-purpose flour is called roux in the chef's language. I'm going to add the all-purpose flour, and we are just going to whisk it. So our roux is ready. Now it's time for us to add the milk. Remember the milk that we had kept aside? We are going to add it as it is. And now your job is to whisk this till the time it thickens. Meanwhile, why don't we just add a little bit of black pepper and some salt. Now let's just wait till it thickens. Make sure that you are whisking it through and through so that it doesn't sit and stick to the bottom and get burnt. Now it's time for us to remove the onion and the bay leaf from the sauce. Now without turning off the flame, we are going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Just a pinch is good enough. And also you can add, till this point, this is called bechamel sauce, but if you add cheese, then it becomes cheese sauce. I'm just going to add very little cheese, not much. If you have Parmigiano Reggiano, then go for that. That is perfect for this recipe. So I'm just going to quickly mix this. And you see guys how this is sticking over here, and when I make a line like this, it's not runny. That is when you have your perfect sauce ready. To this we are going to add our vegetables. And the pasta. Also I'm going to add a little bit of the herbs, dry herbs. Now always crush them like this before you add. It releases and awakens the flavor in the spices. And a little bit of chili flakes. Now you don't need to do this. You can just add it like this and mix it. Okay guys, our pasta is almost ready. We just need to add a little bit of garnishing, which is of basil leaves. You can also add parsley if you get that. And I'm gonna just give it a quick stir, and then I cannot wait for a bite for you guys. And before we try, just a last touch of a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of cheese. Perfect. Ooh, I'm so excited. Time for me to take a bite. I want to take everything, the capsicum, onion and olives. Just the perfect bite. I am in pasta heaven. You of course are going to need some strawberry, and because we're going to make strawberry with whipped cream, we're going to need some sugar, some fresh cream. I'm taking Amul cream, a little bit of vanilla essence, a little bit of water, and a hand mixer or a hand blender. So that's about it. So let's begin. So I've already heated the pan. I'm going to add very little water. Okay. I'm going to add some sugar, and once that is nicely blended in, that's about it. I'm going to turn off the flame. And I'm going to add our strawberries, which I've diced and sliced. And I'm going to add it to the water. And I'm going to let them sit here for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, let's turn our focus to our whipping cream. Now you can always go for ready-made whipped cream. I thought just in case if you can't find one, you should be able to make this dish. So I'm going to quickly show you how to make it at your house. So for the whipped cream, what you're gonna need is take this one packet of Amul fresh cream. Now you just keep this in the fridge in standing position the day before. When you're right about to make this, 1 hour prior to that, keep this in the freezer. Without shaking it, open both the sides, open this like this, press it over here gently, okay, and cut the lid open. Now take a bowl and in that take the cream. Now the reason I told you that you need to keep it in the fridge and you need to keep it in the freezer, the reason is because there's a lot of water content along with this cream. And by doing that, by keeping it in the fridge and by keeping it in the freezer, you will be separating the cream from the water content. So you want to make sure that you do that. So I'm just carefully, without shaking it, without mixing that water with our cream, you want to come and have a look over here. See, there is so much water content. You do not want that water content. You just want the cream. Okay, now I'm going to save this and I'm going to use this for any of my, dal makhani or paneer. So no need for you to throw this, whatever little bit of water content is there and the cream, no need to throw that away. No need to throw this box. Use that for making dal or any sabjis with. Our cream is now separated from that water, is in the bowl. Now we are going to whip this, but we have to keep it at a very cool temperature because once we start whipping it, there's going to be a chemical reaction and that is going to rise the temperature and then it's going to become watery and you don't want that. You want to avoid that. So in another bowl, add a little bit of ice, add some water, and then you keep this bowl in here so that your bottom and your side is covered by that iced water. And now simply going to take this and run this through. Okay, so we are done whipping the cream. It took us about at least 6 to 7 minutes and this was on number 2. And the way, one more way or tell that your whipped cream is ready is when you dip this like this and you take it out. See these 2 points? They are standing up straight. They're not drooping down. They're not falling. That means your cream is ready. As I said, you can also check it like this. So I'm just going to carefully remove from the water bowl. And you take it like this, it does not fall. That is the sign that your whipped cream is really in a good shape. Now, time to add some stuff in it. So I'm going to add a tad bit of vanilla essence. Yeah, that's about it. And some powdered sugar. Okay, and mix this just one more time so that everything gets mixed in. You can even fold this in, but I'm just going to use this. It's right over here. So now this thing is mixed in with the sugar and the vanilla essence. This needs to go, our whipped cream is complete. It needs to go in the refrigerator for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Let it again cool down a bit and then I'm going to show you how we're going to plate it. And I will see you back in 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, I transferred the cream in this disposable sheet along with my star-shaped nozzle. This is so easily available online. Check on my website. I might have added where you can buy this from. I've also meanwhile drained any remaining water, sugar water that was in with the strawberries, and now it's time for me to start plating this. So I'm just going to add a little bit of strawberry at the bottom and then a little bit of whipped cream. Again, some strawberries, followed by some whipped cream. And you got yourself this amazing, amazing dessert. Look at that. Just simply take a moment to appreciate this amazing dessert. Now enough of that. I am going to eat this because you know me, I'm impatient. I cannot wait. It's probably the hardest dish to resist, but before I dig in, let me just add a small piece of strawberry, and there you go. That's it. I don't have any more patience. I am digging in. And there you go. Oh God, this is looking so good. Heaven. I am in strawberry heaven. It is so amazing. It's so light and so creamy, and the strawberries are sweet and sour and just absolutely amazing. You got to make this for your boyfriend, for your husband, for your kid. I know they're gonna enjoy it. So I will see you very soon, guys. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and take care. Bye bye. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye.